Okay, thank you guys for joining class. Today we're going to do a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations and then hop into 26 and 2 yoga. For the sun salutes, you can stand towards the top of your mat. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. So take a moment with your feet close together, let your shoulders drop, stand nice and tall. As a symbolic gesture that you're starting to arrive in the present moment on your mat space, take a slow inhale. And a slow exhale. Okay, you made it to class. Good for you. Bring your hands together at heart center. And we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or even the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, step back, either into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into your back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other, then try to get hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor, drop your head. If down dog does not feel right for your body, however, take a child's pose instead. Come onto your knees, sink your hips down, and reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands on the floor, look forward and step forward. Lengthen back into your halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, keep the knees bent, root to rise, arms with your ears come on up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat, weight forward in your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Now from here, you can go directly into your down dog or child's pose, or take a vinyasa, lower down, and inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or child's pose. So every plank can be a tabletop. Every down dog can be a child's pose. And if that vinyasa lowering down motion in between doesn't work for your body, especially if you have like wrist, elbow, or shoulder injuries, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. So lots of options. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen into your halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, arms with your ears come on up, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, last one, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, stomach in, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hips over heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step back into your high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or child's pose. So for down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Press heels down, lift thighs up, hips up, and relax your head. Look for your shins behind you. Take a slow inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms with your ears, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful, so that was our warm up. Now we hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Bring your feet together, middle of your mat, toes, heels touch. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles under your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale, chin down, slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Just your head drops back. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down as you inhale. Suck your stomach in, open your rib cage wide, expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, stomach in, eyes open, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down, last breath in the first set, spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller, suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, stretch your arms forward, elbows touch, elbows point forward. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty, 1. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down, last breath, second set. Make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Continue, half moon with hands to feet pose. Keep your feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. Good, and then come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels. Push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows or knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush, nowhere you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch tall, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down without bending elbows or knees. So if the knees or elbows start to bend, come up a little bit, squeeze your palms together, lift your chin, and breathe through your nose. Notice if the weight's coming into your toes. Bring the weight back into your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture I cannot show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. Give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine backward, bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Try to go down with a flat back. It's safer for your spine. Put your hands on the floor. Relax your head and then go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head, bend one knee, straighten the other. Try to keep your heels on the floor. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Roll forward like a wheel and wrap your elbows back behind you. Touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, elbows to calves, and then relax your head. Try to touch face to shins below the knees. No room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes. Lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down to the floor. Good, change, come on up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, upper body back, biceps with ears, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. Make sure jaw relaxed, mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. Keep the weight in your heels. Push your hips a little more forward, upper body back, touch your right bicep to your right ear and left bicep to left ear. Push your left hip forward so your hips face the front of your mat. Right shoulder forward, shoulders open, chest open. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming towards the sun. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. So in this style of yoga, there are cues to go deeper, like come down, push, push, push. You do not have to follow them, right? Focus more on alignment than on depth, especially if you're dealing with an illness or an injury. Anytime you hear a teacher say like come down, push, it does not have to apply to you. If you feel good, if you want to go a little deeper, then you get a little deeper at the end. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back. Squeeze your butt, lift your index fingers up to the ceiling, and then trace your index fingers along the ceiling to the back wall. So notice if the elbows or knees are bending, come up a little bit, contract your quadricep muscles, keep the weight in your heels, push your hips forward, and then you push your hands back away from your face to the wall behind you. Bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, going down with a straight spine, flat back, put your hands on the floor, then relax your head and go for another walk. Move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose, what's still a little tight or tender. Just taking stock here. Okay, second set, Padastasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or even your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll forward like a wheel and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, try to wrap your elbows back behind you, like one day elbows will touch. Stomach to thighs, stomach in, chest to knees, relax your face, touch your face to your shins, pull on your heels, roll forward like a wheel and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. Change, come on up, arms with ears, knees can bend. I always love that cue. Good, arms down with a smiling, happy face. Okay, awkward Utkatasana, right foot steps to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance. Keep the insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight, a little bit more weight back. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first and then bend your knees and sit down. So even when the knees are bending, the spine should be stretching up. Notice if the knees want to come in or out, point the knees forward. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, Whew, last part, heels down. Relax your shoulders and jaw. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down. Squeeze knees together and forward. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders. Good, and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor. Tricep muscles tight. So when you engage your triceps, your shoulders can relax, right? Triceps tight, so shoulders stay soft. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit down. So sometimes we'll like keep the arm muscles relaxed, but we'll tense up the shoulders. Instead, drop your shoulders and use your arm muscles. Sit down more, stomach in more, start to lift up, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Spread your toes wide for maximum surface area with the toes. And now come all the way up onto your tiptoes, balancing. Lift your heels high, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Really engage the lower abdominal wall as you stretch up, lift your heels up, knees up, spine straight, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, you can do it, squeeze knees together. Let your heels come a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Good. Stop when there's a gap between your hips and your heels still, so you're never resting down, right? You want to lift up, squeeze knees together and forward, lift your chest, and change. Slowly come up, stomach in. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasano, we will do the right side first. Identify your right side. Okay, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the wrist, first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, you can interlock fingers, have hands in prayer, or give yourself a big hug. Lots of options. Pull elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down into a chair. Just like the last posture, that's why we did it first. Stay down there and bring your right leg over your left leg, right leg, over left leg, cross twist, and try to wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance like I am, arch your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. We'll do the left side. Swing your left elbow under right elbow. Left under right, cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your left leg over your right leg. So in this style of yoga, every posture prepares the body for the next one. So we did chair pose, right, where we sat down. And now we're kind of doing a one-legged chair pose where you're still sitting down, right? Knees to the left, upper body to the right, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, second set. Swing your right elbow, zoom, under left elbow, palms together, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over left leg. On this side, bring knees to the right and upper body to the left. So we're transitioning into the balancing part of class. Relax your jaw, sit down more, arch your upper body back. Good. Change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one. Bring your left arm under your right arm, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. So if your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean your upper body back, bring knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes, sit a little lower, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, float your arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. So in our first one-legged balancing posture, we bend the knees and really wrap to open the joints in the ankles, knees, and toes. In the next three postures, we're going to keep the standing leg straight and engaged. So you want to lift your left quadricep muscle up the whole time. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Sharasana, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift the kneecap up. Lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, stomach in, start to round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs locked, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below calf muscles. Nice dunya. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left thigh up. Point your toes. Flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back and your abdomen engaged to protect your spine. Start to round down and eventually pick up your left foot. And you're welcome to start with your knee super high in your chest so that you don't have to round your back at first. Squeeze your right thigh, flex your left toes back to your face, and when you're ready, start to kick. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an upside down L like Linda. Puff up your chest and then bend elbows in and down. So you want to touch elbows to calf muscles, bring the chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, drop your shoulders, press heel forward, flex your toes back. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh. Lift your left kneecap, lift right thigh up, flex your toes back, engage your abdominal wall, round down, and pick up your right foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, exhale, elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Take your time as you reverse out. Step by step. Good. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, and pick up your left foot. Nice, tight grip. Make sure your face is relaxed, abdomen engaged, standing leg locked, and lift your left leg up. Notice if your foot's crossing the halfway part of your body, or if your heel is turning in and the knee is turning out. You want kneecap and big toe to the ceiling, heel to the floor. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, and then tuck your chin to your chest. And maybe put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Take your time as you come out. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, feet together, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Woo, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, knees together. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear. Squeeze your left thigh, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot coming over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous. 50-50, the harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Very nice. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, and pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Press your left hip forward and down, knees together, right arm up and back. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch out, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So you want to point your big toe up to the ceiling. Notice if your left hip is super lifted, left hip down a little bit. Foot comes directly over the top of your head, not to the right of your head. From here, slowly bring the body down and leg up. Remember, kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Ooh, feet together, arms down, take an inhale and an exhale. Just noticing the quality of energy in your body. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, knees together, left arm up and back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. kick into your hand, stretch forward and breathe through your nose. When you're ready, come down. Body down to parallel, body down, chin up, chest up, foot up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Good for you. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, knees together, right arm up and back. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose as you come down to parallel. Keep the chin and chest lifted, right tricep muscle tight, charge your body forward and kick back. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up with control. Very nice, come to the back of your mat and towel. Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip. Lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Take a moment, shift your weight to your right foot, lift your left foot off the floor, lock both legs, stretch up, and now tilt. Pivot like a seesaw, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, stretch up, and then tilt. Charge your body forward as you bring the abdomen down to parallel. So chest down, chin forward, heel up, heel up, heel up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down. Again, just noticing how the body feels, how the breath is circulating through the body. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and nice tight grip. Step your right foot forward, squeeze both thighs, point your left toes, and tilt. So actively charge your body forward and stretch your left leg back, right? Like a human tug of war, chest down, chin forward, heel up, palms together, stretch, change. Left foot down, right foot back. Last one, lean back, step your left foot forward, every muscle in your body contracting, point your right toes and tilt. So it's a short posture, contract every muscle in your body except relax your face, chest down, heel up, drop the right hip down, point your right toes, stretch, 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 change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, wonderful. For the next three postures, we balance on two separate legs. You're welcome to come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat so that both feet stay on your mat space. I will continue to face you. We begin with standing separate leg stretching. Dandayamana, Bikapapada, Pashmo Tanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum. Arms down parallel to the floor. Toes in, heels out, legs locked. Lift your chest and swan dive forward. Try to have the weight in the balls of your feet all the way down. Grab your heels from behind, roll forward, and touch your head to the floor. You might want to take a bigger or smaller step here if you're having trouble touching your head to the floor. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet to pull, and you can always start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, hips up, thighs tight, lock your legs. Change, slowly come up, hips forward. Good, triangle, Trikonasana. We're gonna flow to the next posture. Turn your right foot out and take a bigger step. We're gonna lunge. Inhale, bend your right leg and sit down. Lunge as deep as you can so that one day, right leg makes an upside down L, a 90-degree angle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, 6 and 12 o'clock. Stretch your right fingertips between your big and second toe, but don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Now look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, turn. Twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. And you might need a slightly bigger or smaller step. If it helps you sit down more, lean back and move your arms. Just the elbow in front of the knee, never quite touching the floor. Look up and stretch up. So you want to feel a huge stretch across your chest. Actively reach your right arm up as you stretch your left arm down. Drop your right thigh down, push your left knee back, turn, Twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, and bring your arms overhead, palms together. Just cross your thumbs for standing separate leg, head to knee. You might want a slightly smaller step. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you will face the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in, and then push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine, stomach in the whole time. Bend your front leg if you need to. Touch knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked. Eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers just beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs. Bring your hands together first. Don't skip that step. And then change. Slowly come up. Left hip forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, and then you can push the right hip forward until your hips and shoulders are in one line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. To touch your knee and head together, you might want a slightly bigger or smaller step. You can also bend your front leg. Just touch knee and head together. And if after adjusting your step or bending your front leg, you still can't touch knee and head together, that's okay. Just keep coming back slowly over time as the spine rounds, forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee. Step by step, lock both legs. Bring your hands together first. And then change. Slowly come up, biceps with ears, chin tucked to chest, head up, last. Good for you. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. We'll repeat that sequence again. Second set, stretching, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, big step. If your forehead touched the floor first set, take a smaller step. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor, take a wider step. Squeeze your thighs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. You want to go down with a flat back, so you're hinging at your hips. Think like you are a hardback book, not a paperback book. Grab your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, so stick your butt up towards the ceiling, pull, stretch. Now lift your kneecaps up, contract your quadricep muscles, lock your legs. First the legs stretching, then the hips stretching, lower spine, whole body stretching. 3, 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up, take your time. Second set, triangle. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, make sure your heels are in line. Bend your right leg and sit down. You can even turn the left hip forward a little bit if it helps you. Sit down, lean back, stay down there, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up and stretch up. So you want to bring the right shoulder forward and left shoulder back. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Drop your left thigh, push your right knee back, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture, Artichormasuna. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, push right heel into floor, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line. Bend your left leg and sit down, all the way down. Lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling. So one of the things that I love about this style of yoga is that we always consider ourselves beginners, even if we've been practicing for a long time. So even though I practice this yoga quite frequently, I always check to make sure my heels are in line, right? Look up and stretch up, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, maybe a slightly smaller step for a head to knee pose, Sharasana. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine, go slow. The slower you go, you actually build more strength, more balance, more patience, and control. Again, you can play around with your step or bend your front leg, touch knee and head together. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe.
Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together first. Change, slowly uncurl as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest.
Head up last. Good. Pivot to the other side of the room. I will face you. Uncross your heels. Turn back toes in, and then move your right hip forward until your hips and shoulders are facing the front of your mat space. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Stretch your fingers forward. Bend your front leg if you need to. Touch knee and head together. See if you can bring your hands back together in prayer. Maybe just thumbs crossed, maybe palms together. Round your spine, engage your abdominal wall. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, stomach in, hands together. Change. Go slow, slowly uncurling with strength and balance. Head up, very last. Good for you. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat space. We will flow tree to toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Maybe at first your foot's on top of your shin, knee, thigh, eventually heel to costume. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back in a half lotus shape. And if you can see my tree behind me, right, this is why it's called tree pose. How fun is that? You can bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance left hand. You're welcome to stay here in tree. You can also fold to toe stand. Engage your abdominal wall, fold forward. Hands down, hands to floor. Walk your hands forward and actively lean forward. Lift your heel, bend your knee, and sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, maybe come a half inch off your heel. That looked fun, Steve. Change hands to floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward. It's my favorite posture to fall out of. Good, change, right leg down. Nice, lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. When I fall out of like standing bow pose, I usually get very frustrated, but when I fall out of this one, I always smile. I'm not sure why. Bring your left hand up, and if you can balance right hand, on this side, my foot usually falls, so I'm gonna hold on to my foot the whole time, and you're welcome to as well, as long as you feel it in the hip, not the knee, never forcing your knee. Toe stand, pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes, it helps with balance. Fold forward. So looking at one unmoving spot helps a lot with balance, concentration, and meditation. Lean forward, bend your knee, sit down. This side might feel a little or a lot different, and that's okay. Just be open to what your body is telling you in this moment. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up and then push the floor away from you, reversing out. Good for you, nice Mia. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle a little bit. So turn and lie down on your back, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Wonderful. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down close to your sides, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Slow inhale and slow exhale. We continue, Pujingasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers and grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and pull down extra hard. Maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Change. Right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down and hold. Notice if your right leg is coming off the floor. Flex your right toes back to your face to anchor the calf down. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Ooh, I'm tight today. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. change, arms down and eyes open. I'm reminded, I went through it like a 2-year period between like 2016 and 2018 where I could not grab my elbows in that third part. Like the first couple years I practiced, I could, and then all of a sudden something got really tight. And then one day, lo and behold, I could grab my elbows again. So progress isn't always linear, or it doesn't necessarily always make sense from our perspective, but the body is always changing, moving and healing. Second set, when you're moving pose, right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight grip, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to get the knee towards the armpit. Do you notice if your left foot is crossing the center line of your body? Bring your left foot a little to the left, so shoulder, knee, hip, and ankle are in line. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. And I'll never forget, I was teaching a class at a studio in Seattle, and I said, oh, don't worry, I can't grab my elbows either. So I taught class, I was like, I can't grab my elbows in when we're moving pose. And then I took class afterwards, and I just remember, for whatever reason, I tried, and all of a sudden, after 2 years, I could grab my elbows again. And I remember the teacher walking over to me and saying, you lied, change, arms down and eyes open. But I was like, no, seriously, this is the first time I've done this in 600 days. It's wild, right? But you have to keep trying those things that you can't do, because every once in a while you will be able to do them, and it's so sweet. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, please skip the sit up, roll off to the side, and meet us on your stomach. I'm actually going to skip the first sit up today, but I'll still walk you through it. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, take a breath, hold your breath, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Round your upper body over your lower body, exhale, grab your big toes, exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, okay. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Fujingasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor, the rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent and make an L, a 90-degree angle, like a rectangle. Beautiful, Athena. Hug your arms into your sides, keep your feet together, lock your legs. Lift your chin up, chest up, look up, come up, stretch up, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open, slow inhale, and slow exhale. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor, feet together. Lift your kneecaps, so lock your legs, press your feet down and lift. So you're squeezing your tush, pushing hips and feet down, and simultaneously engaging your quadricep muscles. So maybe the knees and thighs start to lift off the floor. Press down through your hands, feet and hips, roll your shoulders back and down. Nice open chest here, lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels fall open, slow inhale, and slow exhale. Locust Shavasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, right, left, one day pinky fingers touch, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, see the foot come directly over the top of your head. Change, right leg down, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So think of one leg as practice for two legs, lift thigh up, press shoulders down, change. Left leg down. So the one leg is just a warm up. Third part, real deal. Tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms lips closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Point your toes and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down. Shoulders down. Triceps tight. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Bring your arms out. Look to the right. So to be clear, locust pose is that third part where both legs lift up. In this style of yoga, we do a warm up first because we're doing a really difficult version of locust pose. There's other versions and other styles of yoga where you like have your fingers interlaced, or you bend your elbows, or you bend your knees. This one's really tough because we're keeping the legs together, legs locked. So we do a warm up first. Second set, chin forward, arm straight position. Bring your arms underneath you. I find this style of yoga in general does a lot of the hardest versions of postures. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. But that's one of the things that I really find rewarding about it, right? The right way is often the hard way. Stretch big toe back. Change right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. And even though some of the postures are difficult, they're actually more beginner friendly because the harder versions of the postures are often the safer versions. Change left leg down. So it's safest to have your palms down, right? It's safer for your shoulders, even if it's a little bit harder. Mouth down, bring your arms underneath you so your mouth is down to protect your neck. Nice long neutral neck, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. So spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, feet together, shoulders down, triceps tight, lock your legs, lift your thighs. Good, change, lower down, arms out, look to the left, breathing in, and slowly breathing out. Full locust, Purna Shavasana, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice. 747 taking off, beautiful. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body nose to follow, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings. Look to the right, slow inhale, and slow exhale. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together. Squeeze your buns, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift. Everything lifting up. Make sure your neck stays in line with the rest of your spine. So you're not dropping your head all the way down, but you're not jamming it all the way back. Spread the arms apart, keep your fingers together, feet together, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and let that one go. Tanasana, floor bow, chin on the floor, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands continuously. Keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Roll forward once and hold still. Freeze between your ribs and hips. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrist straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right and take a breath. So you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. So you exhale, let your shoulders fall. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up and kick into your hands. One of the joys of being a yoga teacher is how many ways can I say squeeze your butt? Your glutes, your tush, your butt, bring your knees in, feet out, your bum, wrist straight, point your toes, look up, squeeze your glutes, point your toes, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left, right ear on your mat, breathing in and breathing out. Bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat and towel for Supta Vajrasana, fixed firm. I will show you the first set of the next 4 postures from the side. So starting in tabletop, open your feet and knees and start to sink your hips down and walk your hands back. Now, if you have tight toes, ankles, knees, or hips, no problem. Your hips might not sit down all the way. That's okay. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or even behind you the whole time. Slowly over time, hips sink down to the floor. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch to the toes, ankles, knees, thighs, and hips, but never a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So sometimes we can do a posture, but it doesn't feel good, right? It hurts. There's this saying in this style of yoga, if you can, you must. And I think sometimes that gets a little misconstrued. If you can do something, but it's hurting you, don't do it, right? If you can sit all the way down, but it doesn't feel right for your knees, ease up a little bit. It's okay. Another sit up or another opportunity to roll off to the side. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, turn, come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set, open your knees, open your feet. And as you're ready, start to walk your hands back. Sink your hips down. If it feels okay, put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. Breathing in. And breathing out. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good. Come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Artichormasuna. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, nice stretch through the toes and ankles. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Stretch out first, abdomen in, and then slowly go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Lengthen your whole spine. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So these postures that we're in the midst of doing, they're called the fixed firm series because your lower body is firmly fixed onto the floor. If you have tight knees or ankles, you are welcome to roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under that tight joint. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So you're welcome to simply roll up your mat a little bit under your knees or your ankles. So now you're in business. Arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. You can always put one or both hands on the floor or forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. I saw an advertisement for like a yoga mat, but just for your knees. They were like extra padding, a knee mat for yoga. And I was like, what a grift. You can just roll up your own mat. You don't need to pay money for an extra mat just under your knees. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat and towel for for Camel Ustrasana. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, and just go slow. At first, just looking up towards the ceiling, eventually lift nose and chin and let your head drop back. Option to stay here or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay right here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, look for your toes behind you. If you can't grab your heels yet, keep your hands on your lower back. It's safer support for your spine. Change, we're gonna put the hands on back first, and then with the support of your hands, push yourself up. Head up last, good, turn around, Slavasana. Head to the front of mat, feet to back of mat. So when I have my hands on my back, I'm actively pushing down with the heels of my hands a bit. Often, especially as beginners or when our spine is tight, we will only bend from the lower back and the neck, but we don't bend from the middle spine at all. So pushing the hands down helps to create a little bit of length in the lower spine so that the chest and middle thoracic spine can open up more. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. So I'm going to do this one facing away from you. Open your knees, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. And you can actively push your hands down a little bit, right? You're pushing the heels, wrists of your hands down. Push hips forward, keep your eyes open, and work at your own rate. So I'm actively pushing my hands into my lower back the whole time until it's ready, until I'm ready to grab heels. So whenever you're ready, you can grab your heels or keep your hands on your back, pressing palms in and down. Push hips forward. Now lift your chest up and drop your head back. Try to bring the belly button, middle spine up towards the ceiling, ribs up towards the ceiling. Look back and breathe. Good. Change. Put your hands on your back and then push your hands into your back as you push yourself up. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around. Savasana. Let the floor hold you up. Sometimes that posture is a little bit psychedelic, at least it is for me, so just take a moment to breathe. And let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for Rabbit Sasangasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, grab your heels, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Go slow. Forehead to knees, stomach in, automatically top of head to floor, eyes open. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together. Press your hips forward. Lift your shoulders up. Round your spine. Change. Bring your hips down to your heels and then pull yourself out vertebra by vertebra as you uncurl. Head up last. Good. Turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Try to feel each part of your back opening and moving. The parts that you can't feel are usually where you're the tightest. For me, that's the middle back, might be for you too. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up and forward. Pull hard on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your shoulders up. Squeeze your heels together. Suck your stomach in. Move your hips forward. Round your spine. Good. Change hips down and then slowly uncurl. No rush as you come out. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end. Everybody's doing great. We're going to do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Fun. Legs together, arms over your head. Flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel. Draw new Sharasana, head to knee pose. One set. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Bend your right leg as much as you need. Touch knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing. Hold on to the ball of your right foot. Flex your toes back and bend your elbows in and down. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Bend elbows in and down, flex toes back, engage abdominal wall. Right elbow down, right shoulder down, rolling to the right, so both sides of your back round equally the same. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. For Pashmo Tanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes of your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Walk your butt back, right, left, right, left. Knees can stay bent if it helps you fold forward with a flat back. If your legs are straight, try to lock your legs, puff up your chest and go down. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees, keep folding forward. One day, forehead and toes touch. Flex your pinky toes back to your face. Good, change. Stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right hand close behind you, left hand up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Grab hip, waistband, one day, inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left hand behind you, right arm up, make a circle and over. Grab right knee with right hand, little bit of a shoulder opener. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over left shoulder, twist. Press right knee down, keep left big toe on floor, point your right toes. You can keep left hand behind you or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. 26 and 2 yoga begins with a breathing exercise and ends with a breathing exercise. So we always start and finish with lung health. Here we go. Final breathing. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for final breathing. Kapalabhati. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You're going to exhale through your mouth. And as you exhale through your mouth, snap your stomach in. When your stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. It's pretty cool. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And let's take 3 slow breaths. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand. As you exhale, let your chest and shoulders fall. Inhale, feel your heart space gently lift. Exhale, just emptying out through the exhale breath. Inhale, notice any lingering tension in your body or worries on your heart. Exhale, let it go through the exhale breath. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.